Good, beautiful morning. My name is Doug.
And I'm Kathy.
And join us as we follow the moon. Today we are leaving where we're parked at Sunshine Holiday Daytona. And we are headed out on 3 stops. We wanted you to come along and join us. The first, we're going to St. Brendan's Isle, which is our mail service. Next, we're going to Spring Park in Green Cove Springs. And then we're going to stop by St. Augustine for a bite of lunch at a little English pub we just love on St. George Street.
Now, we may be follow the moon, but I got to tell you, we are watching these clouds very closely today. They are so fun and so beautiful. What do you think?
It's almost dimensional. I love how this camera shoots the clouds. It's a little GoPro Hero 7, and the clouds just look amazing. Well, when we left the park, we decided to take the scenic route rather than taking I-95, and actually routes us over through Palatka and up to Green Cove Springs. And the reason for our first stop is a company called St. Brendan's Isle. St. Brendan's Isle is the company that is our mail forwarding service. And it gives us a Florida domicile address. So we can be legally domiciled in the state of Florida. And then they take care of all of our mail. They scan it for us so that we can see what mail we've gotten. And then whenever we've accumulated mail that we need to get, they'll forward it on to us. Because of where we were staying, we were close by. We had a ton of packages come in. I think we had 6 boxes and 6 or 7 pieces of mail this time.
It took that girl 2 trips to get them out there.
But so we just decided we'd make a day of it and go up there and pick things up.
We chose Florida because we've, both of us came here, 25 years ago? Oh, there we are.
This is St. Brendan's Isle. It's on the north side of Green Cove Springs. And those are all of our packages in our mail. Normally you can go inside and pick up, but with the COVID situation, they bring everything outside. Everything loaded up in the car. And we're going back through town. Now, you were talking about the reasons for being in Florida.
Well, we have family here. I have lots of grandchildren, and this is kind of central to my kids who are also out of state, and grandchildren who are in South Savannah. So
now we'll be making a left turn up here on Walnut Street, and our address is actually on Walnut Street. Where St. Brendan's Isle facility is actually is not where our address is. But this is Walnut Street, and this is Spring Park.
Spring Park is a favorite place for me to stop. My daughter and I stopped here years and years ago when we go up to see the grandkids who are all grown now. And she and I, we had a couple little dogs and we wandered around that park, but I'll tell you what, it's changed over the years. It really grew and has been developed, and it's beautiful.
So that gave us a nice opportunity to get out, stretch our legs. Now we're back going south through Green Cove and turning left there on Route 16 and heading towards St. Augustine. This is going over the St. Johns River, and I think that's one of the prettiest views coming across that bridge.
It was beautiful. We actually had a really nice day. The weather was perfect.
We did. We had, I think I ran the wipers across the windshield twice. We got just a couple little dribbles of water just before we got over to I-95 here. But it was a beautiful day. The temperatures were good, especially for Florida. We're not quite as cool as normal so far, but it was much better than the 90s we've been having.
That's right.
We're now in downtown St. Augustine. traffic was pretty good. It surprised me how busy it was. Where we're turning in now is the covered parking garage, and the parking is $15 per day, all day, and it's nice, secure, and covered. When you leave, that's the back side of the parking garage, and when you leave the parking garage, there's a place there that the trams will come through to pick you up.
There's a nice welcome center there.
And there's a cemetery right there too.
That's right.
If you want to explore some of the older history of St. Augustine.
That's right. Visit some of their previous residents.
Now this is the old drugstore. This is right on the very first corner when you leave the parking garage. It's now a wax museum, but it is the historic structure of the oldest drugstore.
I love that it's not painted.
Yeah, they've kept it very authentic.
There's the castle. I'm not sure what they sell in there.
I think it has something to do with the tram tours. But I won't
It
swear
could
to
be.
There comes one of the trolleys right now.
It's really nice to see everything come back alive.
Now the ladies, if you want to go do some shopping, I think this is an excellent idea right here. The husband daycare, 2-pint minimum. I'd enroll.
And I think you can keep Maggie.
Now this is just before you get to St. George Street. This is a little entry that they've made that kind of cuts the entry corner off at St. George. But it's got a couple little places back there. It's got a wine bar. That's where all the umbrellas and seats are for. Pretty little fountain back here. And all the same kind of shops that St. Augustine has throughout the town. It's very touristy, but it's very historic at the same time.
It is. It's one of the few places that I go down that I've been to where, you know, those buildings have just been standing there forever.
Now this is going to come out onto St. George Street, and as we do, we're going to pan over to the left and you'll see the entrance gates to St. George. This is a walking only street.
The fort's right across there too.
And from my understanding, the fort is just getting ready to reopen.
I've been coming here for a lot of years. This is just one of my favorite walks. It's really just relaxing. You can shop, you can eat, you can just people watch. They have had, in the past, they've had musicians that would be sitting in the street playing.
Fellow that plays the didgeridoo.
It's awesome. Yeah, it really is.
Now the building you see here is the oldest schoolhouse in the United States. Actually was constructed in 1716. When you think about that, it's 60 years older than our country.
When it's open, you can go inside, and the downstairs is the big classroom. Well, big. You can see how big it is. The upstairs, there's a little loft up there, and I don't know, it seems like the school teacher may have stayed up there. I don't remember.
Now we're going to walk on down St. George Street, but do keep in mind it's early afternoon and we're on a mission. there is a little English pub that we've only been to once before, and we're just basically heading there for lunch.
I think it's twice. I'm sure we've been there twice.
Yeah, you're right. It was. But
look at these sweet little buildings. You know, a lot of these, as you go down there, we see shops and we see restaurants and this and that, but almost every single one of them originally was a home. And along the way, you'll see little plaques hanging on the walls, and it will actually talk about who that home belonged to. And sometimes they have the year on it, but it's just really fascinating, and it really brings to mind how you're walking in history as you go through this area.
Many of them have the markers for the historical landmarks. Hi there. It's interesting people's reaction when you're walking towards them with a camera in your hand. I believe this pub is the Bull and Crown. And
it might be. I don't remember.
The best shepherd's pie I've ever had. Kathy had chicken pot pie there before.
Chicken pot pie. Twice. Both times that I ate there, that's what I had.
And it's
so good.
Outstanding. So we just decided this would be the time. I Googled it. They're open. We'll be in good shape. She's doing a little bit of looking in store windows. I'm kind of making a beeline.
That's okay. The same route comes back when you go back to the car.
It's right here on the left. I can just smell it and taste it now. They don't look busy.
Aww.
They closed until further notice for COVID. And this far in, I don't know if they're going to reopen.
Well, on down the road.
Yep. There's plenty of other choices, plenty of other places we've been to before, but we thought we'd look around for something different that we haven't done.
I love the colorful buildings. They all have various colors, and they're just the pastels. You do feel like you're walking almost in another country because of the influence.
It's very old world.
And the shade is wonderful.
It is. This city is very pet friendly too. Nearly every restaurant has outdoor seating, outdoor patio, which I'm all for, especially in these times. And with Maggie with us, it sure makes it nice that we can take her along, and they are very, very pet friendly, the entire town.
And quite tolerant. We've been in a lot of these buildings, and it's fun to go to a new one whenever you get a chance, because there's just so many things. And at nighttime, it doesn't stop. They've got music going, the pubs are open. Well, not the one we wanted, but the little bars are open. There's an upstairs bar. One time we went down in the evening, and you could hear the music.
We love this little courtyard over here. So we stopped there for just a moment, took some pictures. And it is directly across from Columbia, which is a Spanish Cuban influence restaurant that's very famous in the area.
Maggie's had her lunch. She's ready to just hang out for us.
Okay, so that's what
I have a Cuban sandwich and Spanish bean soup. It does look really good. And bread.
Nice.
I did the Ropa Vieja.
And that looks really good too.
And an empty sangria. How did that happen?
Yeah, that's good to know.
Oh well, there's more where that came from.
That's right.
A little bit closer, you know.
It was very good. How was yours?
Very good.
Maggie, how was yours?
So was the red sangria.
Hey, get up here. Come on. Up. Jump up there. No, get up there.
She's wrapped around her chair legs. Okay, you're putting your best side forward again. Maggie took the mineral water home. That's how you can tell she's really a spoiled pup.
And back to shopping.
Yeah, we actually, after lunch, just decided to head back towards the car and stopped at a few places. I don't think we actually brought anything home with us.
I don't think so.
We've been in Florida. We lived in Florida for over 20 years, so once or twice a year it seemed like we were in St. Augustine. So
It's beautiful
we
in
became
the
very
holidays.
familiar. So we're now leaving the parking garage and getting on our way. Still a beautiful day out there. And St. Augustine's traffic has really started to pick up.
But we raced through it.
So thank you for riding along with us on our little day trip outing today to Green Cove Springs in St. Augustine. Yeah, it was a great lunch.
It was a great lunch.
So until next time, we thank you for joining us. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure and subscribe. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Be sure to ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next video comes out. And until next time, we invite you to continue following the moon with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also, be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.